Day is a holiday that celebrates the red, white, and blue, but parts of Cape Coral are also looking at some nasty green. Alert after alert, canals and waterways are filling up with blooms of blue-green algae.
And it sure puts a damper on everyone's summer. Wink News environmental reporter Liz Byro talked to people who want to stay cool with the heat, but don't want to go into the water.
A barrier of bubbles. There are 10 bubble curtains currently in place in the Cape, placed between the Caloosahatchee and the canals. The city says the bubbles help break up the algae and will help keep a portion of the blue-green gunk from infiltrating the waterways. But as homeowners Mike Corey and Anthony Karp will show you, the algae is here. Corey's lived on the Salamander Canal since 2019. This waterway in his backyard, protected by the bubble curtain at the start of the Plato Canal, is over 1.5 miles from the Caloosahatchee. He says last year when the curtain wasn't in place, the bloom wasn't too bad.
This year's the worst since I've been here. Yeah. I'm not a scientist. You know, bubble curtains to me, they break it up. It still comes in and out with the flow of the tide. And, you know, it accumulates on the other side again and does its thing.
The city of Cape Coral also wants to remind you and Corey, algae doesn't just come from the river. It can form in the canal systems due to fertilizer runoff.
It started like this last time and it developed into something that was pretty bad, a full-blown bloom.
A lot closer to the Caloosahatchee, Karp's backyard canal is less than 1/2 mile from the bubble curtains. The blooms from previous years look the same as what he sees today with the bubble method in place, but he's happy the city is doing something.
As far as them experimenting with different technology, I think that's a great idea because you have to start someplace. You have to start somewhere and do something in that. And who knows, you know, maybe this bloom would be a lot worse now than what it would be if we didn't have the bubble curtain. So every little bit helps.
Corey agrees. He thinks things could be worse without the bubble defense.
I mean, can you imagine if this was worse? I mean, it's going to get worse, but I'm just saying, you know, and there was times over the years we haven't been able to open our doors, or it's crazy.
And we can tell you the Department of Health says to always look for signage on land and also look at the signs that the water shows. If it's green, scum-like, and if that's present, avoid contact with the water. And they also say keep your pets away too.